QcSquishy, also known as XO-Squishy, who was a Zerg, and eLiTeLegend, the winner of the last game, who was Terran. We'll be getting into the game shortly.
Oh, I see why Who is in here saying go Elite, because Who is on Frozen Gaming, FG, and so is eLiTeLegend, I believe. They're both on FG Frozen Gaming.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So he's in there rooting him on. That's good.
So I'm rooting on Squish. I get it.
Yep.
Alright. So spawning in the top left corner of GSL Whirlwind, we have the yellow Zerg, the teammate of mine, QcSquishy.
That's right. And in the the lower left, we have our Terran hero. He is purple, eLiTeLegend.
That's some BW chat spam.
That's right.
Alright, so GSL Whirlwind.
Huge.
I actually haven't played on this map quite that much. Easy to take natural, obviously. You got the little natural ramp right there. That's always nice for walling off and other purposes. The third is easily susceptible.
Easily accessible.
Easily accessible, susceptible, either way you want to put it. That's what I was going at, susceptible to harassment. You got two ways to get in the third. Destructible rocks to destroy to make a bigger ramp for yourself. And in the middle you have this one central watchtower that can completely be avoided if you want to take the easy route and go through your third up to their third and into their natural. So unless you're cross positions, which these two players aren't, the watchtower would not be as useful. We do see that it is a 4-player map, so both players, or at least Squishy, will be scouting to the top right first, and his drone is going to go for a very, very early hatchery, not even going for a spawning pool first, so it is a 15 hatch into 16 or 15 spawning pool. And eLiTeLegend is following this up. He is a very greedy player. He is going for a CC first, and now throwing down his barracks to complete his wall off, or soon complete his wall off.
Excellent. I'm just watching the POVs of the Terran player as I look at the APM, and the APM again is very similar, not very high. I mean, these players do not spam. These are not spamming type players.
No. That's one thing I never really got about spamming. It doesn't do much for you. I mean, I guess it warms up your hands for the game. That's about it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Units, we have 17 to 17. Very well. I think both...
two barracks. 15. So 2 racks opening here for the Terran.
Yep.
So
both,
far, at least, so far. We don't know what he's going to put down next, but I was assuming he's going to put down a factory and a starport.
Yep, we can see that eLiTeLegend is doing the same exact build that he did last game, except for the double barracks. He is throwing down both gases now, and he is getting the overcommands last compared to getting it first when your barracks first completes. The Marine is going to get to the front of the ramp, make sure that there is nothing in the base. And finally, eLiTeLegend does scout this. Scouting the top left base of Squishy. He needs to see that the gas is already down. This is going to be critical to him, knowing that metabolic boost will be coming soon. He does see the gas. The Queen is on top of the SUV now, and it is throwing spines. The SUV does go down, and he does get what he wants. He does see there's a gas. He does know that metabolic boost might be coming very, very shortly, but he doesn't know much more than there's 2 bases, there's a gas, and that's about it.
3 racks for the Terran player. He's getting a tech lab, 2 tech labs down on both of these barracks here, and wow. So going to have both upgrades. Going to have shields and stim most likely from those 2 tech labs.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with leaving as many Marines at the ramp as possible. I'm not sure what he's going to do with the rallies of the Marines, the Marauders, but I recommend that he does keep them in the base. He does not want the Zerg to see this by accident. We do see the Overlord is now moving ever so slowly to the natural of eLiTeLegend.
Yeah. It's out here in the middle of the map right now.
Yeah.
I guess the Zerg was trying to scout a little bit and went the wrong direction with his Overlord. He did get into the base with his drone, it looks like. Meanwhile, the Terran did scout where the Zerg was, saw the natural down, has not seen the third down yet. So this is almost a complete copy of the last game that eLiTeLegend was in, except for the fact that this game is not going Hellion harass. He's just going to go straight up upgrades for the Marines.
Yeah, but nevertheless, this is huge harass that's going to come out. Getting combat shields and stim, it's going to be doing so much damage. I mean, we have Squishy going for his Baneling Nest now. Metabolic Boost is about 3/4 of the way done, and his third was just thrown down. It has about halfway to go. And honestly, Squishy doesn't know that this is coming. He has an Overlord nearing the base of Legend, and if he sees the 3 racks coming, he might be able to do something about it. He needs to be able to see this. Otherwise, it might be very, very costly to him. Legend does scan the third base of Squishy. That's not what you want right now. Legend now knows that he's playing pretty greedily. If that's a word, I just made it up. I don't care.
Good word, good word. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, Squishy needs to get that Overlord on the base, whether it does or not. I mean, Legend does see this. The bunker was just salvaged. Marine now Overlord hunting, make sure that there's nothing on the way. And, oh no, Legend is moving out with his force.
Yes, he's moving across the map.
Squishy not getting the info that he needs. And now getting Jeffco hooks. Moving into Spire, he does not have as enough Zerglings as he might want. He might want a little bit more, but that's about it.
Here we go. Forces moving north. Doesn't care where it's going. It's just marching. I'm following with my cam, with the cam view here. Here comes the Zerglings out to meet it. Ooh. Apache, did I lose you for a second? Okay. He's going into the third. He's going to attack the third. He's probably going to lose his third if he focuses it down. He's going to try to take out drones and the third all at the same time. And there's 5 workers killed now for the Terran player. Takes out the third.
But he's getting flanked right now. I mean, the Broodlings are right on top of those Marauders and Marines. He is getting a nice choke position right here for those Zerglings. Yep. And he is doing a ton of damage to all of these. The combat shield doing so much, and the cluster shells and stim, oh so precious right here. The third did fall, and he is continuing to push. There are a ton of banelings right here. There are 8 banelings in total. And if he get one detonation, they're all going to die. There they go. And right there.
Nice. He gets the entire army of the Terran, which we didn't see in the last game. This game, the Zerg was able to take out the Terran army. So the supplies are 73 to 65 now for the 2. And is the Zerg going to counter? You would think not, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is almost a carbon copy of last game, except for the Zerg's build. A huge attack, a huge loss in worker count for the Zerg. We see Squishy at 40 drones right now on 2 bases. He needs to start replenishing that. We know what happens right when the Zergling falters with his economy. The whole game goes down the drain. 53 workers now for Legend. The Overseer gets in the base, Changeling goes down, and he's probably going to see this. There he goes, Changeling goes down.
Changeling goes down. He's going to see. Well, there's 2 engineering bays going down in the main base, and there's 2 more racks. In fact, there is 3 more racks going down in the main base for the Terran. There's a lot of stuff going down for the Terran right now. He already had his 3 racks prior to that. He has a factory and a starport in his natural. So he does have the medevacs out, and the factory is just here for good looks.
These banelings. The banelings make great connections. The whole front line is now down. Needs to need to raise these supply depots. And he actually counters his attack, and meanwhile, Legend is getting his ninja expansion, and Squishy is going to be wondering what the hell is happening. Legend is getting so much money now. He's actually on the same bases as Squishy. Now, Squishy probably thinks, alright, I'm kind of ahead. I got my 3rd base up. He hasn't even started his. Or maybe he has. Maybe it's at his main. He doesn't know. But nevertheless, the 3rd is now up. He does have mules mining at it, and it is in a completely safe place that Squishy honestly has no idea that it's even there right now.
No, exactly. We didn't mention that the Zerg did go for mutas, so he did have a lair and then go for hives, and he has mutas in the air, so he's mutaling bling right now on the map for our Zerg player Squishy. which is perfectly fine for eLiTeLegend because he has the build that counters this. I mean, he has Marines, he has Marauders, you know, and he has a starport down, so he can make Vikings if he wants to, but the Marines would do better against the mutas anyways. So yeah, there's your compositions for each team. You know, both are... eLiTeLegend's got to be feeling really comfortable now, especially that he knows that the Zerg hasn't scouted this lower right base.
Yeah, exactly. You know that he's on the same exact basis as the Zerg? That's definitely a feeling that gets you really pumped. Knowing that the Zerg, you're making as much money as him, is a great feeling. And I'd like to point out that he's making a macro hatch right now. He doesn't have the economy. He's not even making the drones. He just made 10 drones. He has 52 drones now. To eLiTeLegend's 71 SCVs. He is down 19
look,
workers.
we just passed by. The run by went by, and now the Terran army is leaving, and this leaves nothing in the natural for the Terran to defend. So the Terran has his whole army moving north, and the Zerg doesn't know it yet because there's no overlords in the middle of the map. So here he goes right up on this creep.
Oh, I thought that Squishy was going to be able to see and scout this planetary fortress. He does see this now. It is now his turn to react. He must choose the Baneling bust the front or face this army. And I think he feels confident that he can take on this army with the amount of Banelings. He has 20 Banelings. Yep. And the flank comes in. He is widely spread out here. He wants to get the Surge. The lanes are all dying. The mutas die. The Banelings, the huge spread comes out. The Banelings make horrible connections. There's just nothing left now. There is no army left for Squishy now.
Yeah, he
30 Zerg lanes of production right now. Infestation Pit's finishing up right now. He's like, I'm not gone against Bio in forever.
Well, I think you could tell what happened there. He brought his Zerglings into the army too fast. They went in and tried to attack with the mutas. He didn't allow the Banelings to catch up. If he would have brought the Banelings in and got hits, I think that would have turned out a little differently. But the Banelings came in there way too